Hey guys, welcome back to the Camping Loop. If you're new to the channel, stick around. You're going to find a lot of useful RV tips you can use. You're going to find camping tours, especially New York State campgrounds. You're going to find get to go along on the adventures with me and Wendy for camping. Today, a little different. We're going to talk about a little RV roof maintenance, especially cleaning and conditioning. I'm going to show you guys 5 simple steps anybody can do to wash and condition their RV roof. This is something we like to do usually twice a year. We like to do it right before we store the camper away for winter time, and then we usually wait late springtime after we've taken the camper on a couple trips to make sure everything's good. Give me a minute to get set up here. We'll walk you guys through these 5 simple steps anybody can do, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, step number 1, more to do with safety than cleaning the roof, but make sure if you're using a ladder, it's set up correctly. It's not going to skid out from underneath you. It's not causing any damage to your camper. It's up and over, or maybe use a rag or something like that if you think you can't get it up there. And always make sure that you got your stabilizer jacks down. Last thing you want to do is be up on this rig and that thing rocking all over the place. So we're going to go around, put down the rest of these stabilizer jacks, and then we'll see you up on the roof for step number 2. All right, guys, step number 2, up here on the roof of the camper. What we're doing in this step is actually just a visual inspection. I like to go around and check all the lap sealant, make sure everything still looks good around all your vents and your edges and your roofs and all that stuff. Make sure all that's in really good shape. If it's not and it's something you need to tackle when you're done cleaning this, at least you know what you're biting off. We usually address this in the springtime. I don't see anything up here. I mean, you can see the different layers from where we were here a couple months ago, kind of cleaning this all up, but I don't really see anything up here that we're going to need to address today when we're done cleaning this. So let's get set up for step number 3, and I'll show you guys how we do it. All right, guys, step number 3 is going to be to wash everything thoroughly with the product that you like to use. We really only use Dicor products on the roof of the camper. What we're using today is the Dicor roof cleaner and then the Dicor roof conditioner once that's all done. I'll post a link up there or down below where you guys will be able to find these things. I think we paid $39 for both of them on Amazon, if I remember correctly. So I'll post a link down there and a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about. I am running a power washer today. Again, if you've seen the other videos, I wouldn't necessarily recommend using one of these unless you know what you're doing. You could cause a lot of damage, but where we're at today, that's all we have for water hookup. So we're just going to run it on a real low pressure like we have in the past. Again, I certainly recommend just a bucket, soap, water, whatever products you guys are going to use, a soft bristle brush, just the normal stuff that you guys have at home. This isn't a difficult procedure. Let me get this thing set up, and I'll put the camera over here and you can kind of watch how we do it. All right, guys, step number 4, make sure we rinse everything thoroughly. You can see how much dirt and stuff is stuck in these suds, especially by your awnings. A good idea would be to make sure we open those up there. I'm going to pull the camper forward so we can do that. Rinse all the sides off in the front. You're going to have a mess up there as well. Let me get this rinsed real good. I'll show you how we do that, and then we'll move on to step number 5. So I'm not sure how well the camera picks up this. That's what it looked like before dirty. So we're going to move on to number 5 here. That's going to be conditioning the roof. I like to do it by hand with just some rags. It's a really simple product. It's kind of like wipe on. It's a UV protectant. It's worked really well for us in the past. We haven't had any leaks. I'm going to run down, grab the product here, grab a couple rags, and I'll show you guys how we apply it. Alright guys, step number 5. What I like to do is just put some of the conditioner in a spray bottle and grab a cheap bag of rags. And what I do is simply just spray it on and kind of do just little sections at a time, and then just wipe it right on there. I know this is kind of hard for you guys to see with one-handed in the camera here, but we'll go through, we'll wipe everything around in this whole section, get everything conditioned real nice, and that's really about it, guys. It's 5 simple steps, not hard to do. Anybody can do it. It's something you certainly should be thinking about at least once a year. Keep these rubber roofs in good shape. They're very expensive to replace. Again, we appreciate you guys watching. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next week.